Hi guys. I got a little friend. She says hi. Clearly not little, but you know. She wants to snuggle. So she's gonna hang out with us today. Ow. Claws. Claws not fun. So today we're gonna go into growth and decay of rational exponents. So before we really get into the growth and decay part, I want to talk about the rational exponent part. Whew. Okay, first up is when you rewrite a expression that has an exponent as a fraction. That's what rational means, fractions. If it's 1 over x, or 1 over 2, or 1 over 4, the x becomes the type of radical it is, and the 1 becomes the exponent to the variable or number. If you have two numbers over each other, the bottom number will always be the outside, the top one will be the inside. So for example, I have 16 to the 1/4, so I have a radical, 16's inside. The 1 is the exponent of my thing on the inside, so 16 to the 1st. And then the 4 will tell me what type of radical it is. So the 4th root of 16. And then in my calculator, I can go ahead and figure that out. So I'm going to turn my calculator on. I'm going to hit 4 because I want the 4th root. Then I'm going to hit the math button. You see how number 5 says x square root? That's saying this for whatever root we want of, as long as we have the number in front. So see how it has, excuse me. See how it has 4x radical? That's saying the 4th root of, and I want 16. And my answer is 2. So the 4th root of 16 is just 2. This next one, however, has a negative sign with it. And we know we don't like negative exponents, so we bring that guy down below. And again, we know that the 1/4 is the same thing as the 4th root of 16. But again, it's a fraction because of the negative part. And we also know that the 4th root of 16 is 2, so my answer is 1/2. Bye, Saj. Similarly, I have my 8 as whatever I'm taking the radical of. The 2 becomes the exponent with the 8, and the 3 becomes the type of radical it is. So because I have an actual number here as my exponent, I'm going to go ahead and simplify that part first. So what is 8 squared? Good, it's 64. So now I'm going to do the cube root, and just like when we have the cube function in my calculator, it has a specific button. So if I go to math again, and go down to number 4, you'll notice it says, oh, there you go, cube root of something. In this case, I'm going to take the cube root of 64, which is just 4. Last one, again, I have that negative. I know it's kind of hard to see, but there is a negative there. So I have 1 over the cube root of 8 squared. Come on. Show one more time. We know that 8 squared is 64. And I know the cube root of 64 is 4, so I have 1 over 4. So they're not too terrible. Alright, we're going to go ahead and rewrite these guys. And so I have 7 to the 1 over with the 2. So the square root of 7. I can't reduce that because the square root of 7 is not a nice answer. I have the cube root of 6 squared, which is equal to the cube root of 6 squared is 36. I'm going to have the 6th root of 2 to the 1st. Now we're going to go backwards, so my base is 10. I have an invisible number 2 on my denominator, and my exponent of 3 on top. I have my base of 2. The type of radical goes on the bottom, exponent on the top. I have my base, type of exponent, or excuse me, type of radical on the bottom, exponent on top. Now, since it's 2, it's saying 2 to the 1st. There's an invisible one there. Alright, suppose a car presently worth $8,200 depreciates 20% per year. About how much will it be in 2 years and 3 months from now? So a couple things. We need our initial value, a sub 0. It is initially $8,200. Excuse me. I need my rates, which is negative 20%, which will equal negative 0.2 as a decimal. And I need my time. Well, I have 2 years, and it's not 0.3 because it's 3 months out of 12. So in my calculator, I'm going to take 3 divided by 12. Or I'm going to hit 2 plus parenthesis 3 division 12. Which should give me 2.25. So I have 8,200 times 1 minus the 0.2 to the 2.25. Which, when I do my subtraction, is 8,200 times 0.8 to the 2.25, which is equal to $4,963.25. Getting too close to the edge of my screen. Alright, the cost of a certain brand of camera has been increasing, at 8% per year. If the camera costs $150, find the cost 2 years and 6 months from now, and then 4 years and 3 months ago. So, if I have my rate of 8%, that's 0.08, I'm going to have 1 added to it. So my initial problem is A of t is equal to 150 times 1.08 to the t. So my time in this case is 2 years and 6 months, which is 2.5. So I have 150 times 1.08 to the 2.5. Which is $181.82. It's $181.82. Similarly, I want 4 years and 3 months ago. So I have 4 plus 3 over 12. which is equal to negative 4.25. And the reason being is because, again, ago, we're talking about the past. But if I do negative 4 there, I don't want that. So I'll equal... So I have 150 times 1.08 to the negative 4.25, which is $108.15. Alrighty, see you later.